Friends, every missed business call can mean a missed customer. For many small businesses, that leads to lost appointments, lower revenue, and opportunities that may never come back. Hiring someone to handle every incoming inquiry is not always practical. However, simply adding an AI voice does not automatically solve the problem either. My name is Daniel, and today we are taking a look at Retell AI and its Conductor feature. I'll start from a single prompt and build an inbound phone agent for a local auto repair shop, then see how it behaves in practice. We'll also look at what happens when it makes a mistake, while every change stays under my control before the assistant ever speaks to a real caller. Guys, make sure you check out all the useful links in the description after watching this video. You can try it for free. Let's jump right in. Folks, Retell is a platform for building AI voice assistants that can handle business phone calls. Beyond the voice model itself, the platform provides the tools needed to create and test the entire setup before publishing it. Businesses can also review completed interactions and monitor how the system performs over time. One of the main features here is Conductor, an AI copilot that turns plain English instructions into a voice agent and guides it through review and testing, so the setup can be improved before launch. Mates, you describe the business process, answer a few follow-up questions, and then review the proposed call flow before anything goes live. So Retell is not only focused on making an AI voice sound natural, it also helps businesses manage their phone automation, from the initial setup to ongoing performance tracking. Guys, the Retell AI website shows how automated phone systems have evolved over time. Traditional ones relied on menu-based phone trees, where callers had to press a number for each option. Later, intent-based bots could recognize basic requests, but they still struggled when conversations moved outside predefined scenarios. Modern LLM-powered agents are designed to handle more natural conversations. They can respond to unexpected requests and adjust as the caller provides new information. Retell also handles more than the live voice conversation. After each interaction, the platform can generate summaries, support testing, and show how well the call flow performed. Friends, inside the Retell AI dashboard, I selected Create an Agent and launched Conductor. This AI copilot can turn a plain language request into a working voice agent. For this demo, I decided to create an inbound phone assistant for an independent auto repair shop. In the prompt, I explained the business scenario and described what the system needed to do. Guys, it should answer customer inquiries, gather the necessary details, and transfer urgent requests to a human representative. Rather than building the entire workflow immediately, Conductor first asked me several clarification questions. It needed to understand how appointments should be scheduled and where emergency inquiries should be forwarded. Folks, it also asked me to provide the name of the repair shop, so the conversation could sound more specific. This step is useful because a short initial prompt may not contain every detail required for a complete phone workflow. Mates, once I answered the questions, Conductor prepared a complete written plan for review. This was much more detailed than a simple greeting followed by an appointment request. The plan explained how the agent should handle normal customer calls and what should happen when the conversation moved in a different direction. For example, it included situations where a customer refused to provide a phone number. Friends, it also covered pricing questions and callers who wanted to speak with a real person immediately. The generated plan even included emergency handling and realistic conversation examples. This made it easier to understand how the agent would behave before any workflow was actually created. At this stage, the result looked closer to a technical specification than a basic call script. Guys, before we move on, I try to make my content fun instead of boring. And in return, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content I make. Folks, after reviewing the plan, I clicked Build. Conductor then transformed the written setup into a visual workflow on the canvas. The completed flow appeared as 9 connected nodes, but the review process is where this interface really stands out. Retell describes it as the first graph-native review experience. Since every proposed change appears directly on the node it affects, I can compare the previous version with the update, and nothing goes live until I approve it. The main path handled the standard appointment process. However, the system also created separate branches for failed call transfers and customers who refused to share their contact information. Mates, Conductor also generated global conversation rules for the AI agent. The assistant was instructed to ask one question at a time and avoid repeating unnecessary confirmations. It was also told not to use phrases that could make the conversation sound overly scripted or resemble a sales call. The practical part is that these changes are not hidden. Every node and update remains reviewable, so I can check the logic before preparing the agent for testing or publishing. Guys, once the workflow was ready, I submitted it and launched the built-in testing tool. For the first scenario, I played the role of a customer reporting a strange noise while braking.
All right, this is the virtual assistant for Ironclad Auto Repair. How can I help you today? Okay, we can help with that brake noise. What kind of vehicle is it? Just the make, model, and about what year if you know it?
The assistant asked for the vehicle information and then collected the details needed to schedule an appointment. During the conversation, I intentionally gave an incorrect phone number. After I pointed out the mistake, the agent corrected it and confirmed the updated information without restarting the entire booking process. The call ended with a complete appointment summary that included the vehicle issue and the customer's contact details. Friends, for the next test, I refused to provide a phone number.
Thanks for letting me know. Our staff do need a callback number to lock in a morning spot and confirm the exact time, but if you'd rather not share it, that's okay and I won't ask again. If you still want to go ahead, can I at least get your name so the team knows who called?
The agent respected that decision and continued the conversation without becoming repetitive. It collected the customer's name, but clearly explained that the appointment could not be confirmed without contact information. This showed that the workflow could follow a specific rule while still keeping the exchange natural and polite. Mates, I also tested what would happen if an emergency appeared in the middle of a normal call.
I'm sorry you're stuck on the shoulder, that's really stressful. I'm connecting you with a staff member right now so they can help you figure out the next steps.
When I reported a roadside breakdown, the agent immediately activated the emergency process and attempted to transfer the call. Even when the transfer failed, the interaction did not reach a dead end. The fallback path created by Conductor kicked in, clearly explained the situation, and directed the caller to emergency services. The important part is that the emergency path activated automatically. The caller did not need to restart the conversation or navigate through a separate menu. Folks, after each interaction, Retell creates a detailed record of what happened during the call. Businesses can review the transcript, check the final outcome, and see how the customer responded. Each session also includes an AI-generated summary, which makes it easier to understand the interaction without replaying the entire recording. One example was the successful Toyota diagnostic booking. Mates, the system marked it as a positive outcome and showed strong customer sentiment. The emergency transfer test produced a different result. Because the transfer failed, the interaction was marked as unsuccessful and received negative sentiment. Guys, these results are then brought together inside the monitoring dashboard. From there, businesses can track success rates and see how customers react during calls. The dashboard also shows when human transfers occur and provides a broader view of the agent's overall performance. Folks, Retell AI goes beyond simply answering phone calls. Businesses can build and test conversation workflows, publish the agent, and review its performance after each interaction. Conductor makes the setup feel much more manageable by turning a single prompt into a detailed plan you can review before anything goes live. Retell is also trusted by major companies such as CVS and American Airlines, which shows how the platform positions itself for larger teams as well. This can be useful for businesses that need to handle customer questions, schedule appointments, or route urgent calls. Whether it fits your company depends on your specific needs, but hopefully this review helped you understand how Retell AI works. Friends, before you go, check the links in the description. That's where all the coupons and special offers are. Huge thanks to Retell for sponsoring my review. As usual, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time.